thought it would be cool to do a live automatic drawing. Never done this on camera before, so this will be a real experiment. Different points, I've related to this practice in different ways. There was a time where it really required like heavy use of cannabis in order to access a kind of almost hysterical state. Then I learned how to access it rather more through a meditative sort of state, but it still required a kind of a trance. It required a lot of preparation and kind of getting into some very strange mode. And then many other subtle progressions, and now it's something I can do without any of that kind of thing. It's just a little bit of a kind of a slip, and then you're in it, and slip, and then you're back into conscious control of the pen. And I can channel it in different ways. It did actually unlock for me kind of a much more fluid approach to your general kind of textural stuff, you know. Like previously I might have gone in and tried to kind of like draw like something scraggly in a very slow kind of way. Now I just turn on the auto for that stuff and let it, you know, so you can dial it in just a little bit, or you can do an entire picture in an automatic way. I really prefer the blend these days. It feels like a conversation between myself and my unconscious, so I still like to throw the big decisions to the uncon though, if I can. So especially like kind of the general shape and major outline elements of the image. And I also really like listening to this particular soundtrack when I do this kind of stuff. It is the soundtrack for Zork Nemesis by Mark Morgan. This was a CD-ROM adventure game about alchemy, and anyone who doesn't know it but likes CD-ROMs and adventure games and alchemy should really play it, because it's the only thing like that. And well, anyway, it just has this tremendous soundtrack, which I think is a truly magical soundtrack. So okay, how is this going to work? I will hold camera with this hand, kind of angle it up here like this, and we'll just begin. Interesting, we do seem to be kind of getting an image about projection here almost. I find that quite intriguing. Strange little kind of bird creature here almost. This is kind of a figure looking at some, I don't know, maybe you can imagine these are flames or so on. Oh, interesting. Is this going to be one that's kind of, yeah, grounded in a head? I like these ones. Can emphasize that a little bit here manually by drawing a bit of a dividing line or something. Kind of, yeah. This figure doesn't look too unhappy to have this occurring.
Yes. Why are you bothering me? Joe. What's up? Hey, Joe. Brian. Should I drive up there? Drive him up?
I'm going to kind of return to this and do a kind of like a detail pass, you know. I mean, really the sort of the bulk of the divinatory work is done. We've gotten some kind of weird unplanned image. Now it's time to just, you know, beautify it a little bit. Although I might be running out of ink in this pen. Might be time to get a new one. I'm going to place this figure in glasses. 'Cause I like the glasses symbolically, what they mean. It also often ends up allowing me to imagine that these are images about myself in a more direct way. So I'm also going to emphasize the eyebrows. I think I have rather heavy eyebrows. So more defined. We really need to use something a little bit more intense to the mouth here, I would say. Something. I think that's done. I like this one. Yeah. Well, okay, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out. See everyone later. Bye.